Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So today we get to cover the spring collection from OPI. I'm always really excited about this one. I feel like the spring palettes are my favorite. I love the pastel colors. I feel like there's always so many colors in the spring ones. Summer is I think my second favorite, but spring is just the best. So the theme this year for the spring collection is icons. The name of it is OP Icons, which is kind of cute. OPI is always doing these fun little pun names. I love it. But the whole idea is that OPI has produced some really iconic polishes over the years that has sort of become like flagship colors for the brand. So this collection is just putting fun little spins on their iconic colors and the names of those colors. So for instance, Big Apple Red. That's a really recognizable color from OPI. It's one of their most popular reds. And this one from this collection is called Big Apple Energy. And as you can see, it's not just a straight red, but it's got like a purple kind of shimmer to it. So it's a little bit different. It's a little bit of a twist, but kind of playing off of their most popular polishes. Now this collection has 12 pieces, so we're going to dive right in so this video doesn't take forever. So let's start with these are the first two I picked out, and I picked these as the first two because they're kind of two lighter colors in the collection. This one is like a pastel purple. It's called Mod About Me. And I believe the iconic polish of this name is Mad About You. I could be wrong though. But this is really just a straight, pretty light purple cream. This one is called OP I'm a Bubble Bunny. And this is like a light pink cream. It's just straight cream. It's cute though. Okay, this next one is called Strawberry Cosmo, and this one is like a pink purple cream. Maybe fuchsia, I guess would be that color, but it's really bold. This is like a nice jewel tone. I love this color. This one is called Pompeii Pink. This is kind of like, it's not exactly a shimmer polish. I think it's gonna have like a pearly sheen. It's pink, and I'd really say it's kind of a salmon, and then the shimmer in it is pink. One of my personal all-time favorite OPI polishes is Lincoln Park After Dark. And that's just like a super dark vampy red. It's really gorgeous. This one is called Lincoln Park After Brunch, which is pretty cute. And it is actually, it looks like a darker purple. And it might even have like a gold kind of duochrome effect going on in there, or there might be gold shimmer in it. I'm not sure, but this is going to be a gorgeous polish. On to some of the more neutral polishes. This is a lighter brown called Put It in Airplane Mode. And this one is going to be kind of a nude nails look. This one is called You Don't Know Susie. It is also a brown, but it has maybe a little bit of purple in it. So it's just kind of a cream that has a little bit of that mauvishness. This is another cream called Bath Time Bubbly. It's not exactly a pastel pink, but it's not a dark pink either. I'd say it's somewhere between the two, and it does have just like a little bit of, not quite sure, like a neutral-ish hint to it. Like this is not a bright, bold pink. It just has a little bit of that neutral flavor. I really like this one called Sunny Bunny. It's almost like a pastel yellow. I feel like this one is probably going to have some application issues. It's probably going to need a lot of coats. Light polishes in particular and yellow polishes in particular usually suffer from this problem. I'm not sure what kind of pigment it is that most of the brands use, but it just really does not always play well with polish. So we're going to see how this one turns out. This one is a light orange with some shimmer. This one is called Queen's Rule, which is a play on their iconic polish Princess's Rule. That one is like a pink shimmer, and it's really pretty. This one, I'm wondering, it looks like it's going to be super transparent. So we'll see how this looks on the nail, but I'm guessing it's going to come out very sheer. And this is the Final Polish Shrimp Cocktail. This is really kind of a salmon cream, leaning just a little bit more orange than it is pink. We'll see how it turns out on the nail, but probably pretty similar to this color. Okay, so that's all 12 polishes from the collection. Let's go ahead and get swatching. Okay, we're going to start with Strawberry Cosmo. And yeah, this is a super pretty fuchsia. And look at the coverage on that. That's after one coat. That's really impressive. Okay, this is the color Mod About Me. This is such a pretty pastel purple. Love this color. Now, it doesn't have quite as good a coverage because it is that pastel, so it's got a lot of white in it. So we'll have to see how it looks after a second coat. Okay, and here is Lincoln Park After Brunch. Wow. This is a lot more like purple vampy than I expected. Like I thought it to be kind of a straight purple, but it's like really red purple. In this light, I don't know if the camera is picking that up. It's definitely going to need another coat too. I felt like under my studio lighting, this one really needed another coat. I'm not sure what it would look like in the sunlight with just two, but it just was a teensy bit streaky. All right, on this hand, we're going to go with Big Apple Energy. This is really pretty. I love the shimmer. That's really gorgeous. And this one is Pompeii Pink. Wow, that does not have a lot of coverage, but it is super gorgeous. So very streaky, definitely gonna need a second coat, but pretty. Okay, and OPI, I'm a Bubble Bunny. Wow, yeah, this is a very sheer pink. I just feel like I have too much polish on there. Yeah, it's meant to be so sheer. I also felt like this one needed a third coat just to balance out some of that streakiness. Yeah, that looks much better. Okay, this one's called Shrimp Cocktail. It's that nice orange color. This one is Queen's Rule, and yeah, that's gonna be super sheer, but it'll be really pretty. And this one is called Sunny Bunny, which I'm thinking is gonna take 3 coats. Okay, this is the kind of mauvey brown You Don't Know Susie. Like this color. Okay, this is the Pink Bath Time Bubbly. This is kind of sheer as well. I wonder if this is meant to be kind of like a crelly. And this is Put It in Airplane Mode. Wow, it's also super sheer. This is definitely Your Nails But Better territory. Okay, let's talk about my favorites from this collection. So after swatching all 12 of them, I have to say that my standout fave is probably Big Apple Energy. It's this nice, pretty crelly, but it does have that purple shimmer in it that I really think elevates it. But then I love a shimmery polish. Definitely one of my favorites. I think my second favorite has to be Strawberry Cosmo. This one isn't even a shimmer. It's just such a bright, bold color, and its coverage is so fantastic. I feel like this really deserves one of the top spots of the collection, but maybe I'm just like really ready for the bright, bold colors of summer. My third favorite was kind of a surprise. This one was Queen's Rule, and this is the one that I thought like, okay, this is probably going to be pretty transparent. And it ended up being really transparent, but also so beautiful. I just love, it's like your nails but better, but for people like me who really love like a really nice sparkle or just something to make it like a little bit more than just looking kind of like my nails. So I thought this was a really fun polish and well done. So those are my favorites, but I have to say my least favorite of this collection was unfortunately Sunny Bunny. As I predicted, because it again is a yellow and a very light polish, I was sure that it was going to take a lot of coats to make it reach full opacity. So I ended up doing 4 coats, and even then it was not fully opaque. And there's still this like little spot in the very middle of my nail that you can see is just streaky and like weird. I don't think you can see it on camera because I went back and watched the swatching footage, but I can see it in person. There's just a big streak down the middle of my nail that it's kind of unsightly and I don't care for it. And if I have to use more than 4 coats of a polish to get a good finish, to me, that's not a good polish. I kind of had similar complaints about streakiness with Bath Time Bubbly and You Don't Know Susie. I will say, like, I don't think these were nearly as bad as Sunny Bunny the yellow, but they weren't fantastic formula-wise. They didn't really give great coverage. They were a little bit streaky. I didn't think they were winners. All in all, I think this was a really pretty springtime collection. I do think the color story suffered from kind of a mainstream brand thing where if this is the collection you're going to put out for the season, you do have to cover a range of bases. You have to go from bold to bright to kind of like very neutral polishes. So it's hard to make things really cohesive. So I think that is something that a lot of OPI collections struggle with, and something that makes them not as appealing to me like as a collection. But some of the colors in the collection really did stand out to me and I thought were really good. So if you're looking to pick up like a bold bright cream, the bright creams in this one I think worked out really, really well. The only one I wouldn't go for is Bath Time Bubbly. The pastels were a little more hit or miss. I really liked this one, Mod About Me? Yeah, Mod About Me. But again, the yellow was a no-go. So if you're looking at pastels, definitely look at swatches before you decide exactly which ones you want to get. I thought the neutrals were really a hit. They did really well. There was like the really pretty Your Nails But Better, put it in airplane mode, which was a nice sheer. Like, I thought that was pretty. And then this mauve one was kind of You Don't Know Susie. That was a little bit iffy. OPI I'm a Bubble Bunny had pretty good coverage. It wasn't really standout, wasn't really terrible. And of course, Queen's Rule I really, really enjoyed. So there are some good neutrals here. So that is the OPI Icons collection in spring 2026. If you have any comments or any thoughts about this collection or any questions about the polishes in it, please do ask down in the comments below because I would love to talk about them with you. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful day.